Cycles, rhythms, magnetic forces, and ebb and flow. These natural phenomena are about wholeness and the integration of all parts of nature. This includes animals, plants, insects, microorganisms and fungi, and the energetic forces from the earth and cosmos. The human element can only do so much with biodynamic farming, as it also requires the balancing of a series of larger forces, from the cosmos down to the soils. Humans are intermediaries, listening to the rhythms of nature and learning to recognize the best from them. It is imperative to develop balance and harmony with nature instead of working against her in order to thrive. Plant cycles. The natural cycle of the plant pushes the buds out of their winter dormancy after the equinox. The equinox is a big day for a plant because it's the first day where the days are longer than the nights. In our northerly latitudes, soil temperatures have to be warming, and daytime highs and nighttime lows are above 10 degrees. Rhythms. Birds respond to the rhythm of nature by flying south for the winter and then north for the summer. It's a rhythm that's built into their DNA. In harmony with the seasons, plants flower, then, with the right conditions, set seed. The seeds sprout, new plants flower. The process then starts all over again in harmony with the rhythms of life. Lunar Influence. Through the duration of each month, the moon transmits different forces of increasing or decreasing gravitational pull. During the new moon, the lunar pull on the oceans creates extreme tides. This influence also affects the water inside seeds, plants, and animals. Planting in rhythm with the moon's phases benefits germination. As the moon grows from new to full, waxing, it pulls seeds to sprout, above ground growth. After the full moon, as the moon shrinks, it's waning, and the force shifts to below ground to pull on the roots of transplants and the root development in perennials such as grapevines. As the moon passes through the 12 different constellations of the zodiac, it affects plant growth. The constellations represent 4 different elements that correspond to 4 different plant parts. The earth is the root, the air is the flower, water is the leaf, and fire is the fruit or seed. When the moon is in a water constellation, for example, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, the farmer focuses on the leaf, harnessing the energy the moon has on leaf growth by choosing to sow, harvest, or cultivate the plants that focus on leaf production, such as lettuce, cabbage, and kale. For grapevines, if leaf days are combined with humidity, this can encourage potential fungal disease pressure. So in this case, the farmer should be using herbal teas like horsetail to help the vines resist infection. Ebb and flow. The formations that are created in the gentle chaos of flowing water can also be found in other diverse life forms, which are made primarily of water. For instance, as the grapevine develops, you can see swirls in its wood that look like swirling water. The vortex that appears as you drain your bathtub is repeated in the swirl of hair near the crown of your head and throughout creation, all the way to the immensity of a spiral galaxy. The plants. Plants are alive, and they have an intelligence. They communicate with one another using chemical signals. Many turn their heads towards the sun as it rises and sets in the sky. They also have the ability to respond to insect attack by manufacturing insect repellents in their leaves. When they're well fed by a soil rich in organic matter, they are healthy and can transmit that health to the animals and humans who ingest them. Nature's guiding principle. The hundreds of kinds of plant life and the thousands of kinds of animal life in a healthy environment interact with each other in many ways. some obvious and some still hidden from human understanding. However, nature's guiding principle remains. The more kinds of life in the vineyard, the healthier the whole system. At Southbrook, we see our role to encourage a diversity of life within our farm. By using organic and biodynamic techniques, we can lay the foundation for biodiversity. What a joyful, positive, and life-affirming insight. Wisdom of the beehive. Biodynamic farmers have long thought of a bee colony not as a collection of individual workers, drones, nursemaid, larvae, and a queen, but as a single organism with many discrete parts. This organism settles over the flowers on a farm, pollinating them and causing them to set seed, grow fruit, and produce vegetables. Bees are vulnerable to a wide range of pesticides and harmful agricultural chemicals. On an organic or biodynamic farm or vineyard, bees find a safe home, free from poisons. They not only pollinate food crops, but also support the reproduction of wild plants on which the diverse biota of insects and other animals depend. A healthy population of bees is an indication of good health in the entire ecosystem. Benefits of insects. On Earth, there are over 2 million different species of insects, many of them yet to be discovered. Most of them provide important services for the well-being of the planet. They pollinate 3/4 of the world's food supply. They devour harmful pests, and they work hard as decomposers, recycling decaying plants and animals. When an ecosystem is in balance with nature, it supports a large population of bees, beetles, flies, dragonflies, and spiders, which keep the land clean, healthy, and productive without the need for chemical pesticides.